9 genius gardening hacks you'll wish you tried sooner. Your kitchen trash could grow better tomatoes than expensive seed trays. Hi everyone, I'm Sam from Seniors Gardening Advice, and today I'm revealing 9 incredible gardening tricks using items you probably threw away this morning. These simple methods will save you hundreds of dollars while producing healthier plants than store-bought equipment. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. You won't want to miss any of these money-saving garden secrets that I wish someone had taught me decades ago. Fellow gardeners, do you have empty egg containers, old plastic bottles, or wooden clothespins sitting in your recycling bin? Well, don't toss them out just yet. I'm about to share 9 brilliant gardening solutions that cost absolutely nothing but deliver professional results. These techniques have transformed my garden and my wallet. Let's jump right into these game-changing methods.
Hack number 1, the amazing water bottle self-watering system. Detailed setup process. Our first ingenious method transforms any plastic water bottle into a professional-grade self-watering planter. This technique works with pull-in spring bottles, soda containers, or any clear plastic bottle you have available. Start by gathering a sharp pair of scissors and your chosen bottle. Make your cut precisely along the established ridge or seam. This creates the cleanest separation. The key is cutting the bottle exactly in half, creating 2 perfectly sized components. Take the top portion, the part with the cap, and fill it completely with high-quality potting mix. This becomes your actual planting chamber, where your seeds will germinate and grow. Create a small depression in the soil using your finger, approximately ½ an inch deep. Planting and assembly. For this demonstration, I'm using Chadwick cherry tomato seeds. They're perfect for beginners and produce abundant harvests. Place your seed gently into the depression and cover with a thin layer of soil, just enough to hide the seed completely. Now grab the bottom half of your bottle and fill it halfway with clean water. Remove the cap from the top portion. This step is crucial for the wicking action to work properly. Insert the top section, neck down, into the bottom section. The soil should just touch the water surface. This contact point allows water to move upward through capillary action, keeping your soil consistently moist without overwatering. Why this method works so well? This self-watering system solves multiple common gardening problems simultaneously. First, it eliminates the guesswork of watering frequency. Your plant receives exactly the moisture it needs when it needs it. Second, it prevents both underwatering and overwatering, 2 major causes of seedling failure. After approximately 7 days, you'll notice your tomato seed has sprouted beautifully. The consistent moisture creates perfect germination conditions. Within 2 weeks, you'll have a healthy, robust seedling that's ready for transplanting. Important considerations. While this method works wonderfully, there are a few things to keep in mind. Plant roots prefer darkness, so the clear plastic isn't ideal long-term. This system works best for starting seeds and early growth stages. Also, ensure the bottom section always contains water to prevent the system from becoming top-heavy and tipping over.
Hack number 2, cardboard weed suppression magic. Revolutionary weed control method. Moving on to our second fantastic technique, using ordinary cardboard for superior weed control. This method has completely changed how I manage my garden beds, and it costs virtually nothing. Preparation steps. Begin by collecting cardboard boxes from deliveries, grocery stores, or neighbors. The first critical step is removing all tape, staples, and plastic labels. These materials won't decompose and can harm beneficial soil organisms. Flatten your cardboard completely and lay it directly over the areas where you want to eliminate weeds. Overlap the edges by at least 6 inches to prevent weeds from finding gaps. This creates an impenetrable barrier that blocks sunlight from reaching weed seeds. The science behind success. Cardboard works through multiple mechanisms. It blocks sunlight, preventing photosynthesis in existing weeds and inhibiting new weed seed germination. Simultaneously, it retains soil moisture and gradually decomposes, adding organic matter to improve soil structure. Cover your cardboard layer with a thick application of wood chips, shredded leaves, or straw. This mulch layer serves several purposes. It holds the cardboard in place, improves the aesthetic appearance, and provides additional organic matter as it decomposes. Long-term benefits. Over the growing season, earthworms and beneficial microorganisms begin breaking down the cardboard from underneath. This process actually improves your soil structure while eliminating weeds naturally. It's a win-win situation that keeps giving benefits year after year. Professional alternative. For larger areas, consider investing in contractor's paper, essentially lightweight cardboard on a roll. While not free, it saves enormous amounts of time and effort for extensive garden projects. Simply roll it out and cover with mulch. The entire process becomes incredibly efficient. If you're finding these techniques helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your gardening friends. Your support helps me create more valuable content for fellow gardeners. Hack number 3. Brilliant Egg Carton Seedling Trays. Perfect Seedling Starter System. Egg cartons make exceptional seedling starting trays, particularly the plastic foam versions, which create mini greenhouse conditions for young plants. Preparation method. Using a sharp knife or heated nail, create drainage holes in the bottom of each cell. Proper drainage prevents seedling diseases caused by waterlogged conditions. Fill each compartment with quality seed starting mix, leaving about a 1/4-inch space at the top. Ideal seed selection. This method works perfectly for smaller seeds like tomatoes, eggplants, peppers, lettuce, and herbs. Avoid large seeds like beans, squash, or corn. The cells simply aren't deep enough for these vigorous growers. Plant your seeds according to package directions, typically 2 to 3 times the seed's diameter deep. For tiny seeds like lettuce, barely cover them with soil. Water gently using a spray bottle to avoid displacing the seeds. Growth management. The plastic lid creates ideal germination conditions by maintaining consistent humidity and temperature. Once seeds germinate, remove the lid gradually to prevent shock. When seedlings develop their second set of true leaves, it's time to transplant them into larger containers or directly into the garden. Cost comparison. Commercial seed starting trays cost $15 to $25 each, while egg cartons cost nothing and often work better due to their perfect cell size for small seeds. This represents significant savings, especially for gardeners starting dozens of plants annually.
Hack number 4. Manual pollination with cotton swabs. Solving pollination problems. Hand pollination becomes necessary when natural pollinators are scarce due to weather conditions, pesticide use, or simply bad timing between flowering and bee activity. Identifying the problem. When squash, cucumber, or melon flowers produce tiny fruits that turn yellow and drop off, inadequate pollination is usually the culprit. These plants have separate male and female flowers on the same plant, and pollen must transfer between them for fruit development. Step-by-step pollination process. Early morning works best for hand pollination when flowers are fully open and pollen is most viable. Identify male flowers. They have straight stems and no miniature fruit at the base. Female flowers have small versions of the mature fruit directly behind the flower. Use a clean cotton swab or small paintbrush to gently collect pollen from the center of male flowers. You should see yellow pollen coating your tool. Transfer this pollen to the center of female flowers, gently brushing it onto the stigma, the sticky central part. Alternative methods. You can also remove entire male flowers and use them directly to pollinate female flowers. This method works well when you have abundant male flowers, but ensures you're using fresh, viable pollen. Success indicators. Successfully pollinated female flowers will begin developing fruit within 24 to 48 hours. The tiny fruit behind the flower will start enlarging instead of yellowing and dropping off. This technique can dramatically increase your harvest yields.
Hack number 5. Gallon Jug Mini-Greenhouses. Instant plant protection. Clear gallon jugs create perfect individual plant protection systems, extending your growing season and protecting vulnerable transplants from unexpected cold snaps. Construction process. Remove the bottom of a gallon milk jug or water container using sharp scissors, cutting about 2 inches from the bottom. The remaining jug should sit flat on the ground while completely enclosing a small plant. Installation technique. Place the jug over newly transplanted seedlings or direct-seeded plants. Build up soil, mulch, or small rocks around the base to prevent wind from toppling the protection. Leave the cap on during cold nights and remove it during warm days to prevent overheating. Multiple benefits. These mini greenhouses provide wind protection, retain soil moisture, create warmer growing conditions, and can extend your growing season by several weeks in spring and fall. They're particularly valuable for heat-loving crops like tomatoes, peppers, and basil. Real-world results. After protecting a tomato plant through several cold nights, removing the jug reveals remarkably healthy, accelerated growth compared to unprotected plants. The greenhouse effect creates ideal growing conditions during challenging weather periods.
Hack number 6. Clothespin branch training tools. Professional tree training on a budget. Young fruit trees require proper branch training to maximize fruit production and maintain healthy structure. Wooden clothespins provide the perfect solution for encouraging proper branch angles. Understanding branch angles. Fruit tree branches produce differently depending on their angle from the main trunk. Branches growing at 60-degree angles focus energy on fruit production, while steeper angles promote excessive vegetative growth at the expense of fruit. Training process. Attach clothespins between the main trunk and young branches to gradually spread them to the desired angle. This gentle pressure slowly trains branches without causing damage or stress. Leave clothespins in place for one full growing season. Long-term benefits. Properly trained young trees develop into more productive, structurally sound mature trees. This early investment in training prevents the need for severe corrective pruning later, which can reduce fruit production for several years.
Hack number 7. Dish soap insect control solution. Natural pest management. Homemade insecticidal soap provides effective, economical control of soft-bodied insects like aphids, whiteflies, and spider mites without harmful chemicals. Recipe and preparation. Mix 2 to 4 tablespoons of pure dish soap, no added fragrances or degreasers, per gallon of water. Dawn or similar basic dish soaps work best. Add the mixture to a spray bottle for easy application. Application technique. Spray affected plants thoroughly, covering both upper and lower leaf surfaces. The soap solution must contact insects directly to be effective. It works by disrupting their protective waxy coating, causing dehydration. Enhanced formula. Adding cold-pressed neem oil increases effectiveness and provides additional pest deterrent properties. Commercial insecticidal soaps, like Safer Soap, offer convenience and consistent results for gardeners preferring ready-made solutions. Safety considerations. Always test spray solutions on a small area first to check for plant sensitivity. Apply during cooler parts of the day to prevent leaf burn and avoid spraying beneficial insects like bees and ladybugs.
Hack number 8. Double cup self-watering system. Professional results with simple materials. This technique creates a foolproof watering system using 2 plastic cups, eliminating the most common cause of seedling failure, inconsistent watering. Assembly instructions. Take your first cup and create several drainage holes in the bottom using a heated nail or sharp knife. Fill this cup with quality potting mix and plant your seeds according to package directions. For the second cup, place a few clean rocks in the bottom and add water until it's about 1/3 full. The rocks create an air gap that prevents waterlogging while maintaining consistent moisture availability. System operation. Place the planted cup inside the water-filled cup. Water wicks up through the drainage holes, keeping soil consistently moist without oversaturation. The air gap provided by the rocks ensures roots receive necessary oxygen. Advantages over traditional methods? This system eliminates daily watering guesswork, prevents both underwatering and overwatering, catches excess drainage to prevent mess, and creates ideal germination conditions. Seeds germinate faster and more reliably than traditional watering methods. Maintenance requirements. Simply monitor the outer cup's water level and refill as needed. The system typically requires refilling every 3 to 5 days, depending on plant size and environmental conditions.
Hack number 9. Pre-soaking seeds for better germination. Improving germination success rates. Many gardeners struggle with inconsistent germination, particularly with challenging seeds like spinach, parsley, carrots, and peas. Pre-soaking dramatically improves success rates. Soaking process. Place difficult-to-germinate seeds in a cup of room-temperature water for 12 to 24 hours before planting. This softens hard seed coats and begins the germination process before seeds even enter the soil. Scientific benefits. Soaking activates enzymes within the seed, softens protective seed coats, and reduces the time between planting and emergence. This technique is particularly valuable for fall plantings when soil temperatures are less than ideal. Best candidates for soaking. Seeds with hard coats, beans, peas, slow germinators, parsley, carrots, and fall-planted cool-season crops benefit most from pre-soaking. Avoid soaking tiny seeds like lettuce or those with thin seed coats. Timing considerations. Plant pre-soaked seeds immediately after soaking while they're still moist. Don't allow soaked seeds to dry out before planting, as this can damage the activated germination process.
Bonus discovery. Natural plant propagation. Unexpected garden opportunities. Sometimes the best gardening discoveries happen accidentally. While pruning my grapevine last week, I discovered something remarkable that demonstrates how observation can lead to free plants. The discovery process. During routine pruning, I noticed that one branch had been partially buried under mulch and soil. Upon investigation, this buried section had developed its own root system, a natural process called layering. Taking advantage. Instead of fighting this natural process, I carefully separated this rooted section and relocated it to expand my grape growing area along a different fence line. What started as one grapevine became 2 productive plants at no cost. Broader applications. Many plants naturally propagate through layering, including blackberries, raspberries, forsythia, and climbing roses. Observant gardeners can take advantage of these natural processes to expand their gardens economically.
We've just explored 9 simple gardening hacks that prove you don't need expensive tools for great results. With a little observation and creativity, everyday household items can save money while boosting your garden's health. I'd love to hear your favorite free hacks, whether it's yogurt cups for seedlings, CDs as bird deterrents, or kitchen colanders as harvest baskets. Share them in the comments so we can all learn together. Don't forget to subscribe to Seniors Gardening Advice and hit the bell so you never miss practical, money-saving tips. Your likes, comments, and shares help us grow a supportive, budget-friendly gardening community. A big thanks to our newest member, Margaret Stevens, for supporting this journey. As we prepare for the next growing season, remember, small steps now lead to abundant harvests later. At Seniors Gardening Advice, our mission is simple: help you create beautiful, productive gardens through knowledge, creativity, and community, not expensive equipment. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with more proven solutions. Until then, keep growing, keep learning.